Hello and welcome to Daminion. In today's video, I will explore the main user interface of the Daminion system and show you the main areas to start organizing your files and working with the metadata. So let's get started. Here you can see the web client of Daminion, which allows you to generate the thumbnails of all your files. Here you can see some of the images. We can also explore the videos, and those will show you the first frame of the video sequence. For the files that do not have the built-in thumbnails preview, the format icon will be shown instead, like for example in the audio formats, which you can see here. You can start working with your files using the main area here, the browser, which allows you to easily review all the thumbnails and scroll down. You can also change the view of the browser, whether it will be with the captions or without them, and also sort out the assets based on different categories, such as titles, file sizes, media formats, or color labels. Working with the digital assets means that you need to add some new tags as well as edit the existing ones. So it is easily possible with the help of tag editor, which you can enable here when you click the three dots. The tag editor will show you the preview of some of the selected tags. So for example, here I have rating, keywords, categories, and some other tags that I predefined. You can create your own preview of the tag list that you need to use on the daily basis. You can also easily add any of the additional tags that you need to edit anytime you need. You can also select multiple files from the library and edit the tags simultaneously for all of the selected files. In that case, you can edit or add new tags very easily to a large number of files within your category. In the drop-down menu here, you also notice that we have additional options such as downloading, sharing, embedding files, version control linking functionality, and deleting the files. All of those functions we will cover in the next videos. Now let's explore the second area, the filter area, which allows you to create different filters based on the metadata categories. So here, for example, we have a lot of categories created based on the folder names which we uploaded into the system. For example, in this example, we have a demo folder which contains a lot of subfolders. When you upload the assets into the Daminion, it can capture each specific file names or folder names, as well as the structure of the folders, which I showed you in this example. More information about importing files into the Daminion will be covered in the respective video as well. If I go to some other tags available in the filter side, such as projects, for example, you can notice that we can add specific new tags to the hierarchy of the tags available. So, for example, we can proceed and add more tags specifying something particular, for example, like objects. Once the tag is created, it will appear here in the hierarchy of the tags. So let's get and find it. Here we have it. Within this tag, we do not have any assets yet. For example, we can proceed and add new tags to these specific objects. For example, we can add birds. What else we can see here? Waterfalls, as well as, I don't know, people. And once those tags are added to the respective category, you can start associating the files with them. So for example, we can select the files from this menu and add it to the objects. Once we did that, we can start working with those specifically and, for example, associate these particular files with all the subtags available in the menu. So for example, here we also have some of the assets with the trees. So let's proceed and add one artifact. So that's how you work with your files using the filters. Once all the filters are applied, you can easily use them for the search. For example, you can select multiple categories at the same time. For example, we can proceed with the objects and real estate and maybe museums. And then we can also proceed and apply some additional tags, for example, for import datetime, and selecting all the files which were uploaded beginning from the May of 2024 up to date. And here we are. We have multiple projects as well as the import datetime, and we can also see that there is a logic operator which indicates that either of those project names should be present, as well as the import datetime. So as to explore each particular metadata of each specific file, you can click on the file and access the properties panel here, which allows you to group the metadata categories based on some particular purposes. For example, here I have the general metadata tags, description tags, or AI generate tags. You can also proceed with customizing that and create your own property groups based on some specific workflows or the departments or anything else that might be useful. So you click here, you create a property group, you specify the name, you add the available properties to it, which is based on the tags that you create, and add them to the list. Once it is done, you can rearrange the order and start working with them specifically. And the last thing which might be useful for organizing and searching the assets is the search toolbar above the browser, which allows you to type in specifically the keywords that you need and look for the assets that might contain them. For example, if we look for all the bridges, and currently we should look everywhere, meaning that the search will be done in every folder, in every metadata field and category that you have within the asset, it should just filter out all the content with bridges in it. You can proceed and add in more and more tags if needed. So currently the logic operator means that both bridges and water keywords should be present in the metadata. You can also change the logic if, for example, you are looking specifically in the folders or in the keywords or any other metadata category. And in that case, for example, we change it by clicking the operator and thus creating custom search inquiry. For example, in this scenario, we are looking for either bridge or water tag to be present in the metadata. You can also do the exact phrase match in case if you need to look specifically for a detailed description. As for the other settings available here, those are present in the main toolbar. You can also open the map view, which allows you to find the assets based on the location and the GPS metadata, if the files were taken specifically with a camera with the respective settings. You can also enable the waiting rooms, which allows you to approve the files before they get into the Dominions, and also ask the users to fill in the required tags before the file will be approved. Here you can also filter out the favorite items. You can select them by clicking this heart button on the thumbnail of the digital asset. The three dots will help you to explore all the settings for the admins, which allows you to manage the user roles, the expert presets, creating custom tags, and also changing the rules of the import. Here you can also enable the integrations and explore the advanced settings, which will be covered in the next videos. That's all about the user interface of the Daminion web client. Feel free to explore our next videos for more insights, and thank you for watching.